Hello, and welcome to this special journey where mindfulness meets fitness, a space where movement, connection, and inner peace come together. Whether you're watching alone or sharing this moment with someone close to you, whether you're new to meditation or looking for ways to deepen your practice, this session is designed just for you. Here at the Mindful Zone, we believe that true well-being comes from nurturing both body and mind. Today we'll explore how Buddhism, mindfulness, and mindful movement can transform not only your physical health but also your emotional and spiritual well-being. Together we'll move through a partner workout that strengthens bonds while building physical strength, followed by a guided meditation session rooted in ancient wisdom. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and now exhale fully. Feel the tension leaving your body as you let go of any expectations or worries about what's ahead. This isn't about achieving perfection, it's about being present, connecting with yourself and others, and embracing the beauty of the here and now. Mindfulness has its roots in Buddhist teachings, which emphasize living with awareness and compassion. But don't worry if you're unfamiliar with these concepts. We'll break them down into simple, accessible practices that anyone can enjoy. The goal today is to create a safe space where you can feel supported, inspired, and empowered to take care of your whole self. As we begin, I want you to think about why you're here. Maybe you've been feeling stressed, overwhelmed, or disconnected lately. Perhaps you're seeking a way to strengthen your relationship with a loved one, or maybe you simply want to try something new. Whatever brought you here, trust that it's exactly where you need to be. This 2-hour session will guide you through 10 chapters, each carefully crafted to blend mindfulness, fitness, and meditation. We'll start with an exploration of mindfulness itself, then transition into partner exercises that combine fun and functionality. Finally, we'll end with a deeply restorative meditation session to help you integrate everything you've experienced. So, find a comfortable spot to settle into for the next couple of hours. If you're doing the workout portion, make sure you have enough space to move freely. Wear clothes that allow you to breathe easily and grab a water bottle if you'd like. And remember, there's no pressure to get it right. Just show up as you are, ready to embrace whatever arises. Before we dive in, I invite you to set an intention for today. It could be something as simple as, I choose to be kind to myself, or I open my heart to connection. Let this intention guide you throughout our time together. Are you ready? Take another deep breath in and out. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Power of Mindfulness. Let's begin by diving deeply into the foundation of everything we'll explore today, the transformative power of mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just a buzzword or a fleeting trend. It's a timeless practice that has been cultivated for thousands of years, particularly within Buddhist traditions. At its core, mindfulness is about paying attention to the present moment with curiosity, openness, and without judgment. It's about noticing what's happening right here, right now. Whether it's the sensation of your breath moving in and out, the sound of birds chirping outside, or the feeling of your feet touching the ground. In Buddhism, mindfulness is often practiced through meditation, but it extends far beyond sitting quietly. One of the most famous Buddhist texts, the Satipatthana Sutta, outlines 4 foundations of mindfulness. Mindfulness of the body, feelings, mind, and mental objects. These teachings encourage us to observe our experiences with kindness and clarity, rather than reacting impulsively or getting caught up in stories about the past or future. This ancient wisdom provides a framework for living more fully, more consciously, and more compassionately. But mindfulness doesn't have to be steeped in religious or philosophical complexity. In fact, it's something we all naturally do from time to time, even if we don't realize it. Think about moments when you felt completely absorbed in an activity, perhaps while painting, cooking, gardening, or listening to music. Those moments of flow are forms of mindfulness, even if they happen unconsciously. You were fully present, connected to the task at hand, and free from distractions. The key difference between those spontaneous moments and intentional mindfulness practice is awareness. When we practice mindfulness deliberately, we train ourselves to notice when our minds wander and gently bring our focus back to the present moment. Over time, this practice helps us develop greater clarity, patience, and resilience. It's like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Now let's talk about why mindfulness matters so much in our modern world. We live in an age of constant stimulation, endless notifications, overflowing schedules, and relentless demands on our attention. Many of us spend our days rushing from one task to the next, rarely pausing to check in with ourselves. This lifestyle can leave us feeling disconnected, overwhelmed, and exhausted. Mindfulness offers a way to slow down, tune in, and reclaim our sense of balance. Research shows that mindfulness offers numerous benefits for both mental and physical health. Studies suggest that regular mindfulness practice can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, improve sleep quality, boost immune function, and even lower blood pressure. It can also enhance cognitive abilities like focus, memory, and decision-making. But beyond these measurable outcomes, mindfulness teaches us how to live more fully. By slowing down and tuning in, we become more attuned to the richness of life, the subtle textures, flavors, and emotions that often go unnoticed in our fast-paced world. One of the simplest ways to cultivate mindfulness is through breath awareness. Your breath is always with you, making it a perfect anchor for your attention. Try this now. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable and bring your awareness to your breathing. Notice the cool air entering your nostrils, the gentle rise and fall of your chest, and the warmth of your exhale. If your mind starts to wander, which it inevitably will, gently guide your focus back to your breath without criticizing yourself. This act of returning to the breath over and over again is the essence of mindfulness practice. Another powerful aspect of mindfulness is non-judgmental observation. This means noticing thoughts, feelings, and sensations without labeling them as good or bad, for example. Instead of thinking, I shouldn't feel stressed, you might simply acknowledge, I'm feeling stressed right now. This small shift in perspective can make a big difference, allowing you to respond to challenges with greater wisdom and compassion. Non-judgmental observation creates space between you and your experiences, giving you the freedom to choose how you react rather than being swept away by automatic patterns. Mindfulness also fosters gratitude, which is essential for cultivating joy and contentment. When we pay attention to the present moment, we start to see the countless blessings around us, things we might otherwise take for granted, like having food to eat, a roof over our heads, or the ability to move our bodies. Gratitude reminds us that happiness doesn't depend on external circumstances. It's available to us whenever we choose to look for it. Let's take a moment to reflect on how mindfulness shows up in everyday life. Imagine waking up in the morning and taking a few deep breaths before reaching for your phone. Instead of jumping straight into emails or social media, you pause to notice the light streaming through your window, the softness of your blanket, or the sound of birds singing outside. This simple act of presence sets a tone of calm and intention for the rest of your day. Or consider how mindfulness can transform relationships. When you're fully present with someone, listening deeply, making eye contact, and responding thoughtfully, you create a sense of connection and trust. Mindful communication allows you to navigate conflicts with empathy and understanding, fostering healthier and more meaningful interactions. Mindfulness can also enhance physical fitness and movement. Whether you're lifting weights, practicing yoga, or going for a walk, bringing awareness to your body's sensations can deepen your experience. You might notice the rhythm of your heartbeat, the strength in your muscles, or the alignment of your posture. This heightened awareness not only improves performance, but also reduces the risk of injury. As we continue through today's session, I invite you to carry this spirit of mindfulness with you. Whether you're stretching, lifting weights, or sitting in silence, approach each moment with openness and curiosity. Remember, mindfulness isn't about doing more, it's about being more. It's about showing up fully for yourself, your partner, and the world around you. Before we move on, take a moment to reflect on how mindfulness might support your daily life. How could it help you manage stress, improve relationships, or simply savor the little things? Perhaps you'd like to set an intention to incorporate mindfulness into your routine, whether it's through a few minutes of meditation each morning, mindful eating during meals, or simply pausing to breathe when you feel overwhelmed. Mindfulness is a journey, not a destination. There's no finish line, no final goal to achieve. Instead, it's about embracing the process, learning from each moment, and growing into a more compassionate, aware version of yourself. As we transition into the next chapter, keep this mindset alive. Let mindfulness be your guide, illuminating the path forward with clarity and grace. Chapter 2: Why Partner Workouts. Welcome to Chapter 2, where we're going to explore the profound benefits of working out with a partner, or even imagining a partnership if you're flying solo today. Partner workouts are more than just a fun way to stay active. They're an opportunity to deepen connections, build trust, and create shared experiences that enrich both your physical and emotional well-being. Let's start by asking ourselves, why do partner workouts matter? What makes exercising with someone else so special compared to doing it alone? The answer lies in the unique blend of accountability, motivation, and connection that comes from moving together. When you work out alongside someone else, you're not just sharing the effort, you're also sharing the joy, the challenges, and the triumphs. This shared experience can transform exercise from a solitary chore into a meaningful ritual that strengthens both your body and your bond. One of the most powerful aspects of partner workouts is accountability. We've all been there, those days when getting off the couch feels impossible and the idea of skipping a workout seems far too tempting, but having a partner changes the game. Knowing that someone is counting on you can be the extra push you need to show up even when motivation is low. It's not about guilt or obligation, it's about mutual support. You're in this together, cheering each other on and celebrating every small victory along the way. Motivation is another key benefit of partner workouts. Exercising with someone else naturally creates a sense of friendly competition and encouragement. Maybe your partner helps you push through one more rep when you think you can't go any further. Or perhaps their enthusiasm inspires you to try something new, like holding a challenging yoga pose or attempting a difficult strength exercise. These moments of encouragement remind us that we're capable of more than we sometimes believe, and they make the process feel less daunting and more enjoyable. But beyond accountability and motivation, partner workouts foster a deep sense of connection. When you move together, you're synchronizing your energy, your rhythm, and your focus. This synchronization creates a kind of unspoken communication where you learn to anticipate each other's needs and respond intuitively. For example, in partner yoga, you might find yourselves balancing perfectly in a pose because you're attuned to each other's movements. In resistance exercises, you might instinctively adjust your grip or stance to ensure your partner feels supported. These subtle acts of collaboration build trust and reinforce the idea that you're stronger together than apart. Now, let's talk about how partner workouts align with the principles of mindfulness. Mindfulness teaches us to be present, to pay attention to our bodies, and to cultivate awareness of our surroundings and relationships. Partner workouts embody these principles beautifully. When you're working out with someone else, you're constantly tuning in, not only to your own body but also to theirs. You notice how they breathe, how they move, and how they express themselves. This heightened awareness fosters empathy and compassion, allowing you to connect on a deeper level. For instance, imagine guiding your partner through a plank hold. As they struggle to maintain the position, you might offer words of encouragement or gently remind them to engage their core. In that moment, you're practicing mindfulness by staying fully present and attentive to their needs. Simultaneously, your partner is learning to trust you, knowing that you're there to support them. This dynamic exchange strengthens not only your muscles but also your relationship. Partner workouts also provide an opportunity to practice non-judgmental observation, a cornerstone of mindfulness. During a workout, it's easy to fall into patterns of self-criticism or comparison. Why can't I lift as much as my partner? Or I'm not flexible enough for this pose. But mindfulness invites us to let go of these judgments and instead focus on what is. Perhaps you notice that your partner has a slightly different range of motion in a stretch, or maybe you realize that you're stronger in certain areas while they excel in others. By observing these differences without judgment, you cultivate acceptance for yourself and for your partner. Another fascinating aspect of partner workouts is how they mirror the qualities of mindfulness itself: balance, trust, and harmony. Take partner yoga, for example. Poses like tree pose with backs. Touching require both partners to find stability within themselves while leaning on each other for support. Similarly, exercises like assisted squats or resistance band pulls demand clear communication and cooperation. These activities teach us that true strength isn't about independence, it's about interdependence. Just as mindfulness encourages us to lean into the present moment with openness and vulnerability, partner workouts remind us that asking for help doesn't make us weak, but it makes us human. If you don't have a partner with you today, don't worry. You can still reap the benefits of mindful movement by envisioning the presence of someone close to you. Imagine their energy surrounding you, their voice encouraging you, and their hands steadying you when needed. Visualization is a powerful tool, and it allows you to tap into the same sense of connection and support that comes from working out with a real-life partner. Let's also consider the psychological benefits of partner workouts. Exercise is known to release endorphins, which boost mood and reduce stress. When you combine this natural high with the positive emotions that come from interacting with someone you care about, the effects are amplified. Laughing together during a playful exercise, exchanging smiles after completing a tough set, or simply enjoying each other's company in silence. All of these moments contribute to a sense of well-being that extends far beyond the gym or living room. Moreover, partner workouts can serve as a form of self-care for both individuals and the relationship itself. In our busy lives, it's easy to let quality time with loved ones slip through the cracks. Partner workouts offer a dedicated space to prioritize connection while simultaneously taking care of your physical health. They create memories, spark conversations, and strengthen the foundation of your relationship. Whether you're working out with a romantic partner, a friend, a family member, or even a colleague, these shared experiences leave a lasting impact. To give you a practical example, let's think about a simple partner exercise, like a seated forward fold sit facing each other, legs extended, soles of your feet touching. Hold hands gently, then fold forward as you pull each other closer. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings and the connection in your hearts. Notice how the act of leaning toward each other symbolizes trust and mutual support. Even in its simplicity, this pose embodies the essence of partnership: giving and receiving, holding and being held. Now, let's expand on the concept of teamwork in partner workouts. Teamwork requires communication, patience, and adaptability, all qualities that mindfulness helps us develop. If one partner struggles with a particular exercise, the other can step in to offer assistance or modify the movement to suit their abilities. This collaborative approach ensures that both partners feel included and valued, regardless of their fitness levels. It also reinforces the idea that success isn't measured by individual achievement, but by collective progress. Finally, let's reflect on how partner workouts can enhance mindfulness in daily life. The skills you practice during these sessions, presence, communication, empathy, and gratitude, carry over into other areas of your life. For instance, the ability to listen deeply and respond thoughtfully to your partner during a workout translates into better communication at home or work. The patience you develop while helping your partner master a challenging pose prepares you to handle difficulties with grace in everyday situations. And the gratitude you feel for their support reminds you to appreciate the people who enrich your life. As we transition into the next chapter, take a moment to reflect on the role of partnership in your own life. Who are the people who inspire you, challenge you, and support you? How might incorporating partner workouts, or simply spending more mindful time with them, strengthen your connection? Remember, whether you're physically together or imagining their presence, the power of partnership lies in the intention behind it. Let this chapter inspire you to embrace the beauty of working out with someone else, or with the idea of someone else. Let it remind you that fitness is not just about building strength. It's about building relationships, fostering trust, and creating moments of joy. As we move forward, carry this spirit of collaboration and connection with you. Together, we'll continue to explore how mindfulness and movement intertwine to nurture both body and soul. Chapter 3, Warm-Up Sequence. Welcome to Chapter 3, where we'll ease into our session with a comprehensive and mindful warm-up sequence. A proper warm-up is essential. Not only does it prepare your body for physical activity, but it also sets the tone for the rest of your practice by cultivating presence, focus, and awareness. Whether you're here alone or with a partner, this warm-up will help you connect with your body, release tension, and create a sense of calm before diving into more intense exercises. Let's start by understanding why warming up matters so much. When we exercise, our muscles, joints, and cardiovascular system need time to transition from a state of rest to one of activity. Skipping a warm-up can lead to stiffness, discomfort, or even injury. But beyond the physical benefits, a warm-up provides an opportunity to tune in, to notice how your body feels today, to honor its needs, and to establish a rhythm that supports both mindfulness and fitness. A mindful warm-up isn't just about going through the motions, it's about being fully present with each movement. Instead of rushing through stretches or bouncing impatiently, take the time to feel the sensations in your body. Notice the warmth spreading through your muscles, the gentle pull of a stretch, or the steady rhythm of your breath. This intentional approach transforms a routine warm-up into a meditative experience, a chance to center yourself and prepare not only your body, but also your mind for what's ahead. Now let's break down the components of our warm-up sequence step by step. We'll begin with simple movements to awaken the body, then progress to dynamic stretches that increase blood flow and flexibility. Throughout this process, I encourage you to move at your own pace. If something doesn't feel right, modify it or skip it entirely. There's no pressure to get it perfect. The goal is to feel good, stay safe, and enjoy the journey. Our first movement is a neck roll. Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, hands resting gently by your sides. Take a deep breath in and, as you exhale, slowly drop your chin toward your chest. Feel the gentle stretch along the back of your neck. Now, roll your head to the right, bringing your ear toward your shoulder. Pause for a moment, noticing any tightness or resistance. Continue rolling your head backward, opening up the front of your throat, and then to the left, completing the circle. Repeat this 3 times in one direction, then switch to the opposite direction. As you perform the neck rolls, pay attention to your breath. Inhale deeply as you lift your head upward and exhale as you lower it downward. This synchronization of breath and movement helps anchor your awareness in the present moment. It also encourages relaxation, signaling to your nervous system that it's time to let go of tension. Next, we'll move on to shoulder rolls. Lift your shoulders up toward your ears, squeezing them tightly for a brief moment. Then, roll them back and down in a circular motion. Imagine releasing any stress or heaviness from your upper body as you complete each rotation. Perform 10 shoulder rolls forward, followed by 10 backward. If you're working out with a partner, face each other and mirror their movements. Smile if you feel like it. It's okay to enjoy this. After loosening up your neck and shoulders, let's bring our attention to the spine with a cat-cow stretch. Come down onto all fours, positioning your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And as you inhale, arch your back, lifting your tailbone and chest toward the ceiling while allowing your belly to sink downward. This is cow pose. On the exhale, round your spine, tucking your chin to your chest and drawing your navel inward. This is cat pose. Flow between these two positions at a steady pace, coordinating each movement with your breath. The cat-cow. Stretch is particularly effective for warming up the spine and improving mobility. It also serves as a reminder to stay fluid and adaptable, qualities that are central to mindfulness. Just as your spine moves seamlessly between flexion and extension, allow your thoughts to flow without attachment. If distractions arise, acknowledge them briefly, then return your focus to the sensation of your body moving. Once you've completed several rounds of cat-cow, shift into a standing position for some torso twists. Place your feet slightly wider than hip-width apart, arms extended out to the sides at shoulder height. Gently twist your torso to the right, letting your gaze follow your right hand. Return to center, then twist to the left. Keep your movement smooth and controlled, engaging your core muscles as you rotate. These twists stimulate digestion, improve spinal flexibility, and promote circulation throughout the body. Now let's incorporate some dynamic stretches to elevate your heart rate and further warm up your muscles. Begin with marching in place. Lift your knees high as you march, pumping your arms energetically. Focus on maintaining good posture. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your chest open, and your gaze forward. March for 30 seconds to a minute, gradually increasing your speed if you feel comfortable. Following marching, we transition into high knees. Similar to marching, but with added intensity, drive your knees up towards your chest as quickly as possible while staying light on your feet. If you're exercising with a partner, challenge each other to see who can maintain the highest energy level, or simply laugh together as you pick up the pace. High knees are excellent for boosting cardiovascular endurance and activating the muscles in your legs and core. To complement the high knees, let's add a lateral movement, side-to-side steps. Step your right foot out to the side, shifting your weight onto it as you bend your right knee slightly. Your left leg remains straight. Push off your right foot and step your left foot out to meet it. Then repeat the movement in the opposite direction. Add arm swings for extra momentum, reaching your arms overhead as you step out and lowering them as you bring your feet together. This exercise targets the inner and outer thighs while promoting agility and balance. At this point, you should start to feel your body warming up, the blood flowing freely, the muscles becoming supple, and the energy beginning to rise. To deepen the stretch and engage the entire body, we'll now perform a standing forward fold stand with your feet hip-width apart, grounding firmly through all four corners of your feet. Inhale as you reach your arms overhead, lengthening your spine. Exhale as you hinge at your hips, folding forward until your hands touch the ground or as far as feels comfortable. Let your head hang heavy, releasing any tension in your neck and shoulders. Hold the position for several breaths, swaying gently from side to side if it feels soothing. The standing forward fold is a wonderful way to stretch the hamstrings, calves, and lower back while calming the nervous system. It also invites introspection, a quiet moment to turn inward and check in with yourself. How do you feel? Are there areas of tension that need extra care? Use this pause to listen to your body and adjust accordingly. For our final warm-up exercise, let's explore a dynamic version of sun salutations adapted for beginners. Start in mountain pose, standing tall with your palms pressed together at your heart center. Inhale as you sweep your arms overhead, elongating your spine. Exhale as you fold forward into a standing forward bend. Inhale halfway, lifting your torso parallel to the floor. Exhale as you step or jump back into plank pose, holding for a beat. Lower down into a modified push-up position or full chaturanga if you're comfortable. Then inhale as you lift your chest into cobra or upward dog. Exhale as you press back into downward dog, forming an inverted V shape with your body. Hold for a few breaths, pedaling out your feet to stretch your calves. Finally, step or hop your feet forward to meet your hands, rise halfway, and return to mountain pose. Repeat this sequence 2 or 3 times, moving slowly and mindfully. With each round, notice how your body becomes lighter, more fluid, and more responsive. This flow not only warms up your muscles but also connects you to the rhythm of your breath, a cornerstone of mindful movement. As we conclude this warm-up chapter, take a moment to appreciate the work you've done so far. You've taken the time to prepare your body and mind for the challenges ahead, honoring yourself with patience and care. Remember, a warm-up is not just a prelude, it's an integral part of your practice, setting the stage for everything that follows. Before we move on, pause for a few breaths. Close your eyes if you'd like and reflect on how you feel. Do you notice a sense of readiness, clarity, or calm? Carry this feeling with you as we transition into the next phase of our session. Together, we'll continue to build strength, trust, and connection, one mindful movement at a time. Chapter 4. Partner Yoga Flow. Welcome to Chapter 4, where we'll dive into a beautiful and transformative practice. Partner Yoga Flow. Partner yoga is more than just a series of shared postures. It's an opportunity to deepen your connection, cultivate trust, and explore mindfulness through movement. Whether you're here with a partner or imagining their presence, this flow will guide you through poses that encourage balance, harmony, and mutual support. Let's begin by reflecting on why partner yoga holds such profound potential for personal and relational growth. At its core, partner yoga teaches us about interdependence, the delicate dance between giving and receiving, holding and being held. When you move together in sync, you create a shared energy field that transcends individual effort. This synergy fosters empathy, patience, and communication, all qualities that are central to mindfulness. It reminds us that strength isn't just about independence, it's about leaning on one another when needed, trusting that vulnerability can lead to greater resilience. Before we jump into the poses, let's talk about how to approach partner yoga mindfully. The key is to stay present, not only with your own body, but also with your partner's movements, breath, and energy. Notice how their presence influences yours and vice versa. If something feels uncomfortable or unbalanced, communicate openly and make adjustments without judgment. Remember, there's no perfect way to do these poses. What matters most is the intention behind them. Are you showing up fully? Are you honoring yourself and your partner? That's all that counts. Now let's start our flow with a foundational pose called Seated Forward Fold Sit. Facing your partner, legs extended straight in front of you, soles of your feet touching. Hold hands gently, maintaining a firm yet relaxed grip. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, lifting your chest and sitting tall. On the exhale, fold forward simultaneously, pulling each other closer. Feel the stretch along the backs of your legs and the gentle tug of your arms. Breathe deeply, staying connected through both touch and gaze. This pose symbolizes collaboration, a reminder that progress often requires teamwork. While folding forward, notice how your partner's pull supports your stretch, and how your resistance helps stabilize theirs. This dynamic exchange mirrors relationships in daily life. Sometimes we give, sometimes we receive, and always we co-create. Next, let's transition into tree pose with backs touching. Begin by sitting side by side, then slowly rise to stand back to back. Shift your weight onto one foot while placing the sole of your opposite foot against your inner thigh, calf, or ankle. Choose whichever placement feels stable for you. Press your backs firmly together, feeling the warmth and support of your partner's body. Extend your arms overhead, like branches reaching toward the sky, or place your palms together at your heart center. Focus on synchronizing your breath, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling fully through your mouth. Tree pose challenges your balance, requiring concentration and trust. With your partner's back pressed against yours, you'll find it easier to steady yourself, and they'll rely on you for stability too. This mutual reliance creates a sense of unity and safety, reminding us that we don't have to face life's uncertainties alone. From tree pose, we'll move into a playful yet grounding position called double downward dog. One partner begins in traditional downward dog, forming an inverted V shape with their body. The second partner steps their feet onto the first partner's lower back or hips, walking their hands forward until they're in a modified plank position. Both partners should engage their core muscles, pressing firmly into the ground to maintain alignment. This pose embodies the concept of support in action. The person on the bottom serves as a foundation, offering stability and strength, while the person on top learns to trust and lean into that support. It's a powerful metaphor for relationships, knowing when to hold space for someone else and when to allow yourself to be held. Take a few deep breaths here, noticing the interplay of effort and ease. After double downward dog, let's explore a seated balancing pose known as boat pose with clasped hands. Sit facing your partner, knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Reach out and clasp hands firmly, then lift your feet off the ground, extending your legs outward to form a V shape with your bodies. Engage your core muscles to maintain balance, keeping your spines long and your chests open. If full extension feels too challenging, keep your knees bent or rest your feet lightly on each other's shins for added stability. Boat pose strengthens the abdominal muscles while fostering teamwork. As you hold this position, focus on maintaining eye contact with your partner. Their gaze will anchor you, helping you stay centered and calm. This visual connection reinforces the idea that mindfulness isn't just about tuning inward, it's also about staying attuned to those around you. Now let's add a twist to our flow with seated twist, with arm assistance. Sit cross-legged facing your partner, knees close but not touching. Place your right hand on your partner's left knee and your left hand behind you for support. Inhale deeply, lengthening your spine, then exhale as you twist gently to the right, using your hand on their knee to deepen the stretch. Your partner mirrors your actions, creating a mirrored twist. Hold the pose for several breaths, then switch sides. Twists are excellent for detoxifying the body and improving spinal mobility. They also promote emotional release, helping you let go of tension and negativity. As you twist, imagine wringing out any stress or worries, making space for clarity and peace. For our next pose, we'll transition into Assisted Warrior 2. Stand facing away from your partner, positioning yourselves so that your backs are almost touching. Step your right foot forward into a lunge, bending your front knee over your ankle. Extend your left leg behind you, keeping it straight and strong. Raise your arms parallel to the floor, forming a T shape. Your partner places their hands lightly on your shoulders or upper arms, providing gentle support and encouragement. Hold the pose for several breaths, then switch legs and repeat. Warrior 2 builds strength and stamina, particularly in the legs and core. With your partner's touch, you'll feel grounded and empowered, ready to face whatever challenges come your way. This pose is a testament to the power of partnership. Even in moments of struggle, having someone by your side can make all the difference. To bring a sense of playfulness into our flow, let's try partner bridge. Pose. Lie down on your backs, heads pointing in opposite directions, soles of your feet pressing firmly together. Bend your knees and lift your hips toward the ceiling, forming a bridge shape. You can interlace your fingers beneath your lower back for added stability, or simply keep your hands resting on the mat. Lift your chests upward, opening your hearts to the sky. Bridge pose energizes the body and stimulates the nervous system, leaving you feeling revitalized and alive. Doing it with a partner amplifies these benefits, creating a shared experience of elevation and expansion. Imagine lifting each other higher, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually as well. Finally, let's end our flow with a deeply restorative pose. Reclined butterfly. Pose with partner support. Sit facing your partner, soles of your feet touching, knees falling outward like butterfly wings. Gently recline onto your elbows, then lower your backs fully onto the ground. Place your hands on your bellies or extend them overhead, palms facing up. Allow your knees to drop naturally toward the floor, supported by gravity. Your partner can offer light pressure on your thighs or simply sit quietly beside you, sharing the moment. Recline butterfly. Pose opens the hips and heart, releasing stored tension and inviting relaxation. It's a perfect way to conclude our yoga flow, signaling to the body and mind that it's time to slow down and integrate everything we've experienced so far. As we wrap up this chapter, take a moment to reflect on the journey you've shared with your partner, or with the imagined presence of someone close to you. How did moving together affect your sense of connection? Did you discover new ways to support each other, both physically and emotionally? These insights are gifts that extend beyond the mat, enriching your relationships and daily interactions. Before we move on, pause for a few breaths. Close your eyes if you'd like and express gratitude for your body, for your partner, and for the opportunity to practice mindfulness through movement. Carry this sense of unity and presence with you as we transition into the next phase of our session. Together, we'll continue to nurture body, mind, and soul, one mindful moment at a time. Chapter 5: Mindful Strength Training. Welcome to Chapter 5, where we'll explore the powerful intersection of mindfulness and strength training. This segment is designed to help you build physical strength while cultivating mental clarity, focus, and presence. Strength training often gets associated with intensity and effort, but when approached mindfully, it becomes an opportunity to connect deeply with your body, honor its capabilities, and embrace the process of growth. Let's begin by reframing how we think about strength. Strength isn't just about lifting heavy weights or achieving impressive feats of athleticism. It's about resilience, balance, and intentionality. When you engage in mindful strength training, you're not just working your muscles, you're also strengthening your mind-body connection. You're learning to listen to your body, respect its limits, and celebrate its progress. Whether you're here alone or with a partner, this practice will remind you that true strength comes from within. One of the most beautiful aspects of combining mindfulness with strength training is the emphasis on quality over quantity. Instead of rushing through repetitions or pushing yourself to exhaustion, you'll focus on moving with purpose and awareness. Each movement becomes an act of self-care, a chance to tune in to the sensations in your body, the rhythm of your breath, and the energy flowing between you and your surroundings. Now, let's break down our mindful strength training sequence step by step. We'll start with foundational exercises using resistance bands, which are versatile tools for building strength without requiring bulky equipment. Resistance bands provide constant tension throughout each movement, engaging stabilizing muscles and promoting controlled, deliberate motions, perfect for fostering mindfulness. Our first exercise is resistance band rows. Sit on the floor with your legs extended straight in front of you, looping the resistance band around the soles of your feet. Hold one end of the band in each hand, palms facing inward. Sit up tall, engaging your core and lengthening your spine. As you exhale, pull the band toward your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together. Inhale as you slowly release back to the starting position. Repeat this movement for 10, 12 repetitions, focusing on smooth, fluid motions. As you perform the rows, pay attention to the engagement in your upper back and arms. Notice how the resistance challenges your muscles, creating a sense of effort without strain. If you're working out with a partner, take turns observing each other's form. Offer gentle feedback if needed, ensuring that both of you maintain proper alignment and avoid unnecessary tension in your neck or shoulders. Next, let's move on to assisted squats. Stand facing your partner, holding onto their forearms or wrists for support. Position your feet slightly wider than hip width apart, toes pointing slightly outward. Lower into a squat, bending your knees and hips as if sitting back into a chair. Keep your chest lifted, and your gaze forward, maintaining a straight line from your head to your tailbone. Push through your heels to rise back up to standing. Perform 8-10 repetitions, synchronizing your movements with your partner's. Assisted squats are excellent for building lower body strength while improving mobility and stability. The support from your partner allows you to sink deeper into the squat, activating the muscles in your glutes, quads, and hamstrings. At the same time, this shared effort fosters trust and communication. If something feels off, whether it's your balance or your partner's grip, speak up and adjust accordingly. Mindful strength training is all about collaboration, not competition. From assisted squats, we'll transition into plank variations. Begin in a traditional plank position, either on your hands or forearms, depending on what feels comfortable for you. Engage your core, press firmly into the ground, and align your body from head to heels. Hold the position for 20-30 seconds, focusing on steady breathing and maintaining stability. If you're with a partner, face each other in mirrored planks, offering words of encouragement or simply sharing the experience of holding the pose together. To add variety, try alternating knee taps or side-to-side weight shifts. These dynamic variations challenge your core stability and keep your mind engaged. Remember, the goal isn't to hold the longest plank possible, it's to stay present with each breath, noticing how your body responds to the effort. If fatigue sets in, modify the pose by dropping to your knees or taking short breaks as needed. There's no shame in listening to your body and adjusting accordingly. After planks, let's incorporate a lateral movement called lateral band walks. Place a resistance band just above your knees and stand with your feet hip-width apart. Bend your knees slightly into a quarter squat position, keeping your chest upright and your gaze forward. Take small steps to the right, pressing outward against the band to activate your outer thighs. After 8-10 steps, reverse direction and walk to the left. Repeat this sequence twice, staying low in your squat throughout. Lateral band walks target the gluteus medius, the muscle responsible for stabilizing your pelvis during walking, running, and other activities. They also promote mindfulness by requiring you to stay grounded and focused on your foot placement. As you shuffle side to side, notice how the resistance band creates continuous tension, forcing you to engage your muscles with every step. For our next exercise, we'll explore partner deadlifts. Stand back to back with your partner, feet hip-width apart, and slightly staggered for stability. Pass a dumbbell or kettlebell between you, alternating who performs the deadlift. To execute the movement, hinge at your hips, keeping your spine neutral and your core engaged. Lower the weight toward the floor, then drive through your heels to return to standing. Complete 8-10 repetitions per person, ensuring that both partners use weights appropriate for their strength levels. Deadlifts are a compound exercise that strengthens the posterior chain, the muscles along the back of your body, including your hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Partner deadlifts amplify these benefits by introducing teamwork and coordination. Passing the weight back and forth requires clear communication and mutual trust, reinforcing the idea that strength training is not just an individual pursuit, but a shared experience. Now let's shift our focus to the upper body with push-ups with partner support. Begin in a high plank position, either performing standard push-ups or modifying them by dropping to your knees. Your partner can kneel beside you, placing their hands lightly on your shoulders or hips to provide stability. Lower your chest toward the floor, then press back up to the starting position. Perform 8-10 repetitions, then switch roles so your partner can receive support while doing their set. Push-ups are a classic exercise for building upper body and core strength, but they can feel intimidating for beginners. Having a partner nearby offers reassurance and helps you maintain proper form. It also creates a sense of camaraderie, reminding you that you're not alone in your efforts. Celebrate each rep as a shared victory, knowing that you're supporting each other every step of the way. To round out our strength training sequence, let's finish with glute bridges with resistance bands. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Loop a resistance band just above your knees. Press through your heels to lift your hips toward the ceiling, squeezing your glutes at the top. Lower back down with control, resisting the pull of the band as you descend. Perform 10, 12 repetitions, focusing on activating your glutes and maintaining a stable core. Glute bridges are an effective way to strengthen the posterior chain while protecting your lower back. Adding a resistance band increases the challenge, forcing you to engage your outer thighs and prevent your knees from collapsing inward. As you lift and lower your hips, visualize sending energy through your legs and into the earth, grounding yourself with each repetition. Throughout this chapter, you may have noticed a recurring theme. Mindfulness transforms strength training from a purely physical endeavor into a holistic practice. By staying present with your breath, tuning into your body's signals, and embracing the collaborative nature of partner exercises, you've cultivated qualities like patience, gratitude, and compassion. These attributes extend far beyond the workout itself, enriching your daily life and relationships. As we conclude this section, take a moment to reflect on the work you've done so far. How did approaching strength training mindfully change your experience? Did you discover new ways to connect with your body or with your partner? These insights are valuable reminders that fitness isn't just about achieving external goals, it's about nurturing your inner well-being. Before we move on, pause for a few deep breaths. Close your eyes if you'd like and express gratitude for your body's strength, for your partner's support, and for the opportunity to grow physically and mentally. Carry this sense of empowerment with you as we transition into the next phase of our session. Together we'll continue to nurture body, mind, and soul, one mindful moment at a time. Chapter 6. Transition into Stillness. Welcome to Chapter 6, where we'll begin our gentle transition from movement into stillness, a sacred space where mindfulness deepens and the body begins to settle. This chapter is an invitation to slow down, to honor the work you've done so far, and to prepare for the restorative practices ahead. It's a moment to pause, breathe, and reconnect with yourself or with the presence of your partner as we step away from physical activity and into the quiet embrace of inner awareness. Let's start by reflecting on why transitions matter so much in mindfulness and fitness. Life itself is full of transitions, moments when we shift from one state to another, whether it's waking up in the morning, moving between tasks, or winding down at night. Yet how often do we truly acknowledge these shifts? More often than not, we rush through them, skipping the opportunity to reflect, recalibrate, and integrate what we've experienced. In this session, we're deliberately carving out time to honor the transition from dynamic movement to peaceful stillness. Doing so allows us to fully absorb the benefits of the exercises we've completed, while creating a bridge to the meditative practices that will follow. Think of it as a doorway, a threshold between effort and ease, action and rest, outward focus and inward reflection. Crossing this threshold mindfully ensures that we carry forward the energy, clarity, and connection we've cultivated so far. To begin our transition, let's take a few moments to thank our bodies for all they've done today. Wiggle your fingers and toes, roll your neck gently, and stretch your arms overhead if it feels good. These small movements serve as a reminder that your body is alive, resilient, and capable of incredible things. Even if you pushed yourself during the strength training or partner yoga flows, trust that your body has adapted, grown stronger, and learned something new. Express gratitude, not just for its performance, but for its presence. After all, your body is your constant companion on this journey called life. Now, let's bring our attention to the breath. Breathing is one of the most powerful tools we have for regulating our nervous system and calming the mind. As we move towards stillness, we'll use our breath as an anchor, a steady rhythm to guide us inward. Find a comfortable seated position, either cross-legged on the floor or upright in a chair. If you're with a partner, sit facing each other, mirroring each other's posture. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable or soften your gaze downward. Take a deep inhale through your nose, expanding your belly and chest fully. Hold the breath for a brief moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension or residual energy from the workout. Let's repeat this cycle 3 more times, synchronizing your breathing with your partner's if possible. Feel the unity of shared breath, the subtle connection that transcends words. As you continue to breathe deeply, notice how your body responds. Perhaps you feel warmth spreading through your muscles, or maybe there's a sense of lightness in your limbs. Tune in to the sensations without judgment, simply observing what arises. Are there areas of tightness or fatigue? Acknowledge them gently, knowing that they're part of the process. Just as mindfulness teaches us to observe thoughts and emotions without clinging to them, we can also approach physical sensations with curiosity and compassion. Now let's explore a visualization exercise to further deepen our transition. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, anchoring you firmly to the earth. Picture these roots extending deep into the ground, connecting you to the stability and nourishment of the soil beneath you. With each exhale, feel yourself becoming heavier, more grounded, and supported. This visualization isn't just symbolic. It's a reminder that no matter how chaotic life may feel, you always have access to a foundation of strength and calm within yourself. If you're practicing with a partner, imagine your roots intertwining with theirs, creating a shared network of support. Visualize the energy flowing between you, reinforcing the bond you've built through movement and collaboration. This imagery serves as a metaphor for relationships themselves. Even in moments of stillness, the connections we nurture continue to sustain us. Next, let's engage in a guided body scan to release any remaining tension. Start by bringing your awareness to the crown of your head. Notice any sensations here, perhaps a slight tingling or softness. Without trying to change anything, simply observe. Now gradually move your attention down to your forehead, cheeks, jaw, and neck. Soften these areas, allowing them to relax fully. Continue scanning your body, moving through your shoulders, arms, hands, torso, hips, legs, and finally, your feet. As you perform the body scan, pay special attention to areas where you might be holding stress or tightness. For many of us, the neck, shoulders, and lower back are common culprits. When you encounter such spots, send your breath directly to them, imagining warmth and relaxation melting away the tension. Trust that your body knows how to heal itself. It simply needs your mindful attention to facilitate the process. During this body scan, you may notice thoughts arising, perhaps reflections on the workout, plans for later, or unrelated musings. That's perfectly natural. Instead of trying to suppress these thoughts, acknowledge them briefly, then let them drift away like clouds passing across the sky. Return your focus to your breath and the sensations in your body, knowing that each return strengthens your mindfulness practice. Once you've completed the body scan, take a moment to notice how you feel now compared to earlier in the session. Has your heart rate slowed? Do your muscles feel softer, more relaxed? Is your mind quieter, less cluttered? These changes are signs that your body and mind are beginning to harmonize, a precursor to deeper states of relaxation and awareness. At this point, let's introduce a concept central to mindfulness: impermanence. Everything we experience, whether it's the intensity of a workout, the joy of connecting with a partner, or the stillness we're cultivating right now, is temporary. While this realization might initially seem unsettling, it's actually quite liberating. Impermanence reminds us to savor the present moment, knowing that it won't last forever. It encourages us to show up fully, embracing both the highs and lows of our journey with grace and acceptance. Reflect on how impermanence shows up in your own life. Consider the fleeting nature of emotions, relationships, and even physical sensations. By acknowledging this truth, we free ourselves from attachment to outcomes and open our hearts to the beauty of the here and now. In this moment of stillness, allow yourself to fully inhabit the present, without longing for what came before or anticipating what lies ahead. Now let's deepen our practice with a simple mantra: I am enough. Silently repeat these words to yourself, letting them resonate throughout your being. Whether you're feeling strong, tired, accomplished, or uncertain, remind yourself that you are inherently worthy exactly as you are. This affirmation isn't about denying growth or progress. It's about recognizing that your value doesn't depend on external achievements. You don't need to prove anything to anyone, including yourself. Simply being is enough. If you're practicing with a partner, consider sharing this affirmation aloud. Look into each other's eyes and say, "You are enough." Speak the words with sincerity, knowing that they carry immense power. Hearing them spoken and speaking them yourself can foster a profound sense of validation and belonging. As we near the end of this chapter, let's take a few final moments to bask in the stillness we've created. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm, neither forcing nor controlling it. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Are they quieter, slower, more spacious? Observe the sensations in your body, appreciating the balance between effort and ease. Feel the steadiness of your seat, the support of the earth beneath you, and the gentle flow of energy coursing through you. Before we move on, I invite you to set an intention for the meditation session that will follow. What would you like to cultivate in this next phase? Perhaps it's peace, clarity, compassion, or simply a deeper connection with yourself. Whatever your intention, hold it lightly, trusting that the universe or your higher self will guide you toward what you need most. As we conclude this chapter, remember that stillness is not an endpoint, it's a continuum. Even as we transition into meditation, the stillness we've nurtured will remain with us, supporting us in every breath, every thought, and every moment of awareness. Carry this stillness with you as we move forward, knowing that it's always available to you whenever you choose to return to it. Chapter 7. Guided Meditation. Grounding. Welcome to Chapter 7, where we'll embark on a deeply restorative guided meditation focused on grounding, a practice designed to anchor you firmly in the present moment and reconnect to you with your inner self. This meditation will serve as a sanctuary, a place where you can let go of distractions, release tension, and find peace amidst the busyness of life. Whether you're here alone or sharing this experience with someone close to you, this guided journey will invite you to root yourself in stillness, stability, and calm. Let's begin by reflecting on what it means to feel grounded. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to lose touch with ourselves, to become scattered, overwhelmed, or disconnected from our bodies and emotions. Grounding is about returning to a state of balance, reconnecting with the earth beneath us and finding stability within. It's a reminder that no matter how turbulent life may seem, there's always a foundation of strength and resilience waiting for us if we take the time to access it. The concept of grounding has deep roots in mindfulness traditions, particularly those influenced by Buddhism and indigenous practices. These teachings emphasize the importance of staying connected to the earth, not just physically, but energetically and spiritually. By cultivating awareness of our connection to the natural world, we open ourselves to a sense of belonging, safety, and harmony. Today we'll explore this connection through visualization, breathwork, and mindful observation, creating a space where you can fully immerse yourself in the present moment. To begin, find a comfortable seated position. If you're practicing with a partner, sit facing each other or side by side, whichever feels most supportive. You can also lie down if that's more comfortable for you. Close your eyes if you feel ready, or soften your gaze downward. Allow your hands to rest gently on your lap or knees, palms facing up or down depending on what feels right. Take a moment to settle into your seat or your lying position, feeling the weight of your body supported by the ground beneath you. Now let's bring our attention to the breath. Breathing is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools we have for calming the nervous system and centering the mind. Begin by taking a slow, deep inhale through your nose, filling your belly and chest completely. feel your ribs expand outward and your diaphragm drop downward as you draw air into your lungs. Hold the breath for a brief moment and then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension or residual energy from earlier in the session. Repeat this cycle 3 more times, allowing your breath to become slower, deeper, and more rhythmic with each repetition. Notice how the act of breathing creates a gentle wave-like motion in your body, a rising and falling that mirrors the ebb and flow of nature itself. As you continue to breathe, imagine each inhale drawing in fresh energy, clarity, and calm, while each exhale releases anything you no longer need: stress, worry, doubt, or fatigue. Trust that your breath is a bridge between your inner world and the outer world, helping you stay rooted in the present moment. Once you've established a steady rhythm, let's deepen our connection to the earth through visualization. Imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, or if you're lying down, from the base of your spine, extending deep into the ground below you. Picture these roots spreading wide and far, anchoring you firmly to the soil, rocks, and minerals beneath the surface. With each exhale, feel yourself becoming heavier, more stable, and more grounded. Visualize the earth supporting you unconditionally, offering it strength and nourishment whenever you need it. If you're practicing with a partner, imagine your roots intertwining with theirs, creating a shared network of support. Envision the energy flowing between you, reinforcing the bond you've built throughout this session. This imagery serves as a metaphor for relationships themselves. Even in moments of stillness, the connections we nurture continue to sustain us. Let this visualization remind you that you're never truly alone. You're part of something larger than yourself, whether it's the earth, your community, or the universe. Now, let's engage in a body scan to further deepen our grounding practice. Bring your awareness to the crown of your head. Notice any sensations here, perhaps a slight tingling or softness. Without trying to change anything, simply observe. Gradually move your attention down to your forehead, cheeks, jaw, and neck. Soften these areas, allowing them to relax fully. Continue scanning your body, moving through your shoulders, arms, hands, torso, hips, legs, and finally, your feet. As you perform the body scan, pay special attention to areas where you might be holding stress or tension. For many of us, the neck, shoulders, and lower back are common culprits. When you encounter such spots, send your breath directly to them, imagining warmth and relaxation melting away the tightness. Trust that your body knows how to heal itself. It simply needs your mindful attention to facilitate the process. During this body scan, you may notice thoughts arising, perhaps reflections on the workout, plans for later, or unrelated musings. That's perfectly natural. Instead of trying to suppress these thoughts, acknowledge them briefly and then let them drift away, like clouds passing across the sky. Return your focus to your breath and the sensations in your body, knowing that each return strengthens your mindfulness practice. Once you've completed the body scan, take a moment to notice how you feel now compared to when we began. Has your heart rate slowed? Do your muscles feel softer, more relaxed? Is your mind quieter, less cluttered? These changes are signs that your body and mind are beginning to harmonize, a precursor to deeper states of relaxation and awareness. At this point, let's introduce another layer to our grounding meditation, the element of sound. Listen closely to the ambient noises around you, the rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, or the soft hum of music playing in the background. Allow these sounds to wash over you without judgment, simply observing their presence. Sound is a powerful anchor for mindfulness because it exists in the present moment. It cannot be replayed or anticipated. By tuning into sound, you reinforce your connection to the here and now. If you're practicing indoors and don't hear natural sounds, visualize them instead. Imagine the soothing rhythm of waves lapping against the shore, the gentle patter of raindrops on a window pane, or the distant call of a bird in flight. These imagined sounds can evoke the same sense of calm and presence as real ones. reminding you that mindfulness isn't limited to external stimuli. It's an internal state of being. Now let's shift our focus inward once again. Bring your awareness to the sensation of your heartbeat. You don't need to search for it actively. Simply notice its steady rhythm, pulsing quietly beneath the surface. Your heartbeat is a constant reminder of your aliveness, your vitality, and your connection to all living beings. As you tune into this rhythm, allow yourself to feel gratitude for your body, for your breath, and for the opportunity to experience this moment fully. To deepen this sense of gratitude, let's incorporate a simple affirmation. I am safe. I am supported. I belong. Silently repeat these words to yourself, letting them resonate throughout your being. Feel their truth sinking into every cell of your body, reinforcing the stability and security you've cultivated during this meditation. If you're practicing with a partner, consider sharing this affirmation aloud. Look into each other's eyes and say, "You are safe, you are supported, you belong." Speak the words with sincerity, knowing that they carry immense power. Hearing them spoken and speaking them yourself can foster a profound sense of validation and belonging. As we near the end of this chapter, let's take a few final moments to bask in the stillness we've created. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm, neither forcing nor controlling it. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Are they quieter, slower, more spacious? Observe the sensations in your body, appreciating the balance between effort and ease. Feel the steadiness of your seat or your lying position, the support of the earth beneath you, and the gentle flow of energy coursing through you. Before we conclude, I invite you to reflect on how this grounding meditation has impacted you. Did you notice a shift in your mindset, emotions, or physical sensations? Perhaps you felt a greater sense of stability, clarity, or peace. Whatever your experience, trust that it's exactly what you needed at this moment. Grounding is not a destination, it's a practice, a tool you can return to whenever you feel unmoored or disconnected. As we transition out of this meditation, remember that the sense of grounding you've cultivated doesn't disappear when you open your eyes or resume movement. It stays with you, subtly influencing how you interact with the world and yourself. Carry this grounded energy with you as we move forward, knowing that it's always available to you whenever you choose to reconnect with it. Chapter 8. Loving Kindness Practice. Welcome to Chapter 8, where we'll explore one of the most transformative practices rooted in mindfulness and Buddhist teachings, loving kindness meditation, also known as metta. This practice invites us to cultivate unconditional love, not just for ourselves, but for others and the world around us. It's a powerful antidote to feelings of isolation, anger, or resentment, offering a path toward greater compassion, connection, and peace. Let's begin by reflecting on why loving kindness matters so much in our lives. In a world that often feels divided, fast-paced, and overwhelming, it's easy to lose sight of our shared humanity. We may find ourselves caught up in judgment, comparison, or self-criticism, creating barriers between ourselves and others. Loving kindness meditation helps dissolve these barriers by reminding us of our innate capacity for love and empathy. It teaches us to extend goodwill, not because someone deserves it, but because it's a reflection of who we are at our core. The term metta comes from Pali, an ancient language of Buddhism, and translates to loving kindness or friendliness. At its essence, metta is about wishing happiness and freedom from suffering for ourselves, for those close to us, and even for those we find challenging. While this might sound simple, the ripple effects of practicing loving kindness are profound. Studies have shown that regular metta meditation can increase feelings of social connection, reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression, and enhance overall well-being. But beyond these measurable benefits, loving kindness meditation fosters a deep sense of belonging, reminder that we're all interconnected, part of a vast web of life. To begin our practice, let's settle into a comfortable seated position. If you're with a partner, sit facing each other or side by side, whichever feels most supportive. You can also lie down if that's more comfortable for you. Close your eyes if you feel ready, or soften your gaze downward. Allow your hands to rest gently on your lap or knees, palms facing up to receive energy, or down to ground yourself. Take a moment to settle into your seat or your lying position, feeling the weight of your body supported by the ground beneath you. Now, let's bring our attention to the breath. Breathing is the foundation of any meditation practice, and it serves as a bridge to connect us with the present moment. Begin by taking a slow, deep inhale through your nose, filling your belly and chest completely. Feel your ribs expand outward and your diaphragm drop downward as you draw air into your lungs. Hold the breath for a brief moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing any tension or residual energy from earlier in the session. Repeat this cycle 3 more times, allowing your breath to become slower, deeper, and more rhythmic with each repetition. Notice how the act of breathing creates a gentle wave-like motion in your body, a rising and falling that mirrors the ebb and flow of nature itself. As you continue to breathe, imagine each inhale drawing in fresh energy, clarity, and calm, while each exhale releases anything you no longer need: stress, worry, doubt, or fatigue. Trust that your breath is a bridge between your inner world and the outer world, helping you stay rooted in the present moment. Once you've established a steady rhythm, let's introduce the phrases of loving kindness. These phrases are simple, yet deeply meaningful, designed to cultivate feelings of warmth, care, and goodwill. We'll start by directing these wishes toward ourselves, a crucial first step, as self-compassion is the foundation of extending kindness to others. Silently repeat the following phrases to yourself, allowing them to resonate throughout your being. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I live with ease. Take your time with each phrase, letting the words sink in fully before moving on to the next. Feel the truth of these wishes, not as abstract concepts, but as genuine desires for your own well-being. If resistance arises, perhaps thoughts like, "I don't deserve this," or "this feels selfish," acknowledge them without judgment. Remind yourself that self-love isn't indulgent, it's essential. By nurturing kindness toward yourself, you create a reservoir of compassion that overflows into your relationships and interactions with others. After several minutes of directing loving kindness inward, let's expand our circle of care to include someone close to you, a loved one, a friend, or even your partner, if they're here with you. Picture this person clearly in your mind's eye, noticing their face, their smile, their presence. Now silently repeat the same phrases, replacing I with you. May you be happy, and may you be healthy, and may you live with ease. As you send these wishes, notice how your heart opens, softening and expanding to hold space for this person. Imagine them receiving your kindness, feeling uplifted and supported by your intentions. If emotions arise, whether joy, gratitude, or even sadness, allow them to flow freely, knowing that they're part of the process. Next, let's widen our focus to include neutral individuals, people you encounter in daily life but don't necessarily know well, such as a cashier, a neighbor, or co-worker. Picture one of these individuals now, holding them in your awareness with curiosity and openness. Repeat the phrases again, this time addressing them. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. Notice how extending kindness to strangers challenges any tendencies toward indifference or separation. Every person has struggles, joys, and dreams, just like you. By acknowledging their humanity, you strengthen your own capacity for empathy and understanding. Now let's take a courageous step and direct loving kindness towards someone you find challenging, a person who has hurt you, frustrated you, or caused you pain. This doesn't mean condoning their actions or excusing harmful behavior. Rather, it's about recognizing their suffering and wishing them freedom from it. Visualize this individual now, setting aside any judgments or grievances. Silently repeat the phrases once more. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live with ease. This aspect of loving-kindness meditation can be difficult, especially if the person evokes strong emotions. Be patient with yourself and remember that the goal isn't to force forgiveness, it's to cultivate compassion. Even sending a small measure of goodwill can shift your perspective, fostering healing and resilience within yourself. Finally, let's expand our circle of kindness to encompass all beings everywhere. Envision the entire planet, the vast diversity of life from humans to animals to plants. Imagine sending waves of loving kindness outward, touching every corner of the earth. Silently repeat the phrases one last time, broadening their scope. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. And may all beings live with ease. Feel the enormity of this wish, knowing that it includes not only those you love, but also those you've never met, and even those you may struggle to understand. Loving kindness meditation reminds us that we're all connected, sharing the same hopes, fears, and desires. By embracing this truth, we contribute to a collective field of compassion that transcends boundaries and divisions. As we near the end of this chapter, let's take a few final moments to bask in the warmth of loving kindness. Allow your breath to return to its natural rhythm, neither forcing nor controlling it. Notice the quality of your thoughts. Are they softer, kinder, more spacious? Observe the sensations in your body, appreciating the balance between effort and ease. Feel the steadiness of your seat or your lying position, the support of the earth beneath you, and the gentle flow of energy coursing through you. Before we conclude, I invite you to reflect on how this loving-kindness practice has impacted you. Did you notice a shift in your mindset, emotions, or physical sensations? Perhaps you felt a greater sense of connection, openness, or peace. Whatever your experience, trust that it's exactly what you needed at this moment. Loving kindness is not a destination, it's a practice, a tool you can return to whenever you feel disconnected or overwhelmed. As we transition out of this meditation, remember that the sense of compassion you've cultivated doesn't disappear when you open your eyes or resume movement. It stays with you, subtly influencing how you interact with the world and yourself. Carry this loving energy with you as we move forward, knowing that it's always available to you whenever you choose to reconnect with it. Chapter 9, Reflection and Gratitude. Welcome to Chapter 9, where we'll pause to reflect on the journey we've shared so far and cultivate a sense of gratitude for everything we've experienced. Reflection and gratitude are two of the most powerful practices for nurturing mindfulness, deepening self-awareness, and fostering a positive outlook on life. In this chapter, we'll explore how these practices can transform not only your mindset, but also your daily interactions, relationships, and overall well-being. Let's begin by reflecting on why reflection matters so much in mindfulness and in life itself. Reflection is more than just thinking about what happened. It's about pausing to notice patterns, insights, and emotions that arise from our experiences. It's an opportunity to integrate what we've learned, celebrate progress, and identify areas for growth. Without reflection, we risk moving through life on autopilot, missing the lessons and beauty hidden within each moment. In today's fast-paced world, taking time to reflect feels almost countercultural. We're conditioned to rush from one task to the next, rarely stopping to ask ourselves, what did I learn? How do I feel? What am I grateful for? Yet when we carve out space for reflection, even just a few minutes, we create room for clarity, wisdom, and intentionality. This chapter invites you to slow down, turn inward, and honor the richness of your experience thus far. To begin, let's bring our awareness to the present moment. Find a comfortable seated position, or remain lying down if that feels better for you. If you're practicing with a partner, sit side by side or face each other, whichever fosters a sense of connection and support. Close your eyes if you feel ready, or soften your gaze downward. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling slowly through your nose and exhaling fully through your mouth. Allow your body to settle into stillness, feeling the weight of your seat or your back, supported by the ground beneath you. Now let's reflect on the session we've shared together. Think back to the warm-up exercises, the partner yoga flow, the mindful strength training, and the meditations we explored. What stands out to you? Was there a particular movement, pose, or moment of stillness that resonated deeply? Perhaps you felt a surge of joy during the high knees, a sense of grounding during the visualization exercise, or a wave of compassion during the loving kindness meditation. Whatever comes to mind, allow yourself to fully acknowledge and appreciate it. Reflection isn't just about recalling highlights, it's also about noticing challenges and areas for growth. Were there moments when you felt resistance, frustration, or discomfort? Maybe a certain stretch felt too intense, or perhaps staying focused during meditation proved difficult. Instead of judging these experiences, see them as valuable teachers. Challenges remind us of our humanity and provide opportunities to build resilience, patience, and self-compassion. If you're practicing with a partner, consider sharing your reflections aloud. Look into each other's eyes and express what you noticed, noticing both the highs and lows of the session. For example, you might say, "I loved how supported I felt during the assisted squats," or "I struggled to stay balanced in tree pose, but it taught me to trust myself more." These exchanges deepen your connection and reinforce the idea that vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Now, let's shift our focus to gratitude, a practice that has been shown to enhance happiness, improve relationships, and boost mental health. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it's about recognizing the good, even amidst the challenges, and acknowledging the abundance already present in our lives. Research suggests that regularly practicing gratitude rewires the brain to focus on positivity, creating a ripple effect that influences how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. To cultivate gratitude, let's start with a simple exercise. Identifying 3 things you're grateful for today. They can be big or small, profound or mundane. For instance, you might feel grateful for the warmth of the sun on your skin, the laughter you shared with a loved one, or the strength of your body during the workout. Take a moment to write these down in a journal, or simply hold them in your mind, savoring each one fully before moving on to the next. If you're practicing with a partner, consider sharing your gratitude list aloud. Hearing someone else express appreciation can amplify your own sense of thankfulness, reminding you of the interconnectedness of all things. You might discover that your partner's gratitude inspires you to see the world differently, or vice versa. Beyond listing things you're grateful for, let's explore how gratitude can deepen our awareness of the present moment. Often we move through the life on autopilot, failing to notice the countless blessings surrounding us. Gratitude invites us to slow down and pay attention, to truly see, hear, touch, taste, and smell the wonders of existence. Imagine sipping a cup of tea and noticing its aroma, warmth, and flavor, or stepping outside and feeling the breeze against your skin. These seemingly ordinary moments become extraordinary when viewed through the lens of gratitude. Let's take this concept a step further by exploring gratitude for challenges. While it may seem counterintuitive, difficult experiences often carry hidden gifts. They teach us resilience, humility, and empathy. Reflect on a recent challenge you faced. What did it teach you? How did it shape you? Even if the lesson isn't immediately clear, trust that growth is happening beneath the surface. Expressing gratitude for hardships doesn't diminish their pain. Instead, it reframes them as catalysts for transformation. Now let's expand our circle of gratitude to include others. Think about the people who have supported you throughout this session and beyond. Perhaps it's your partner offering encouragement during planks or holding space during meditation. Maybe it's a friend, family member, or mentor who has inspired you along your journey. Silently send them a message of thanks, imagining their presence and the impact they've had on your life. If possible, express your gratitude directly, either now or later. A heartfelt thank you has the power to strengthen bonds and foster mutual appreciation. Finally, let's extend our gratitude outward to encompass the world at large. Envision the earth, the soil beneath your feet, the air you breathe, the water that sustains life. Picture the trees, animals, and ecosystems working together in harmony. Feel a sense of awe and reverence for the intricate web of existence, knowing that you're an integral part of it. Silently repeat the phrase, "Thank you for this life, this moment, and all that it holds." This act of global gratitude reminds us of our responsibility to care for the planet and each other. By cultivating a sense of interconnectedness, we naturally align our actions with kindness, sustainability, and compassion. As we near the end of this chapter, let's take a few final moments to bask in the warmth of reflection and gratitude. Notice how your body feels, perhaps lighter, softer, more open. Observe the quality of your thoughts. Are they gentler, kinder, more spacious? Feel the steadiness of your seat or your lying position, the support of the earth beneath you, and the gentle flow of energy coursing through you. Before we conclude, I invite you to set an intention to carry these practices forward into your daily life. How might you incorporate reflection and gratitude into your routine? Perhaps you'll dedicate 5 minutes each evening to journaling, expressing thanks before meals, or pausing to appreciate small joys throughout the day. Whatever form it takes, know that these practices will continue to enrich your life, fostering a deeper sense of meaning and fulfillment. As we transition out of this chapter, remember that reflection and gratitude are not destinations, they're ongoing processes. Life is constantly unfolding, offering new opportunities to learn, grow, and give thanks. Carry this spirit of inquiry and appreciation with you as we move forward, knowing that it's always available to you whenever you choose to reconnect with it. Chapter 10: Closing Words and Next Steps. Welcome to Chapter 10, our final chapter together in this session. As we come to the close of this journey, I want to take a moment to honor everything you've experienced today: the movement, the mindfulness, the connection, and the growth. It's been a privilege to guide you through this exploration of mindfulness and fitness, and I hope you feel a renewed sense of clarity, strength, and peace as we wrap up. Let's begin by reflecting on what it means to truly end something and why endings are so important. In our fast-paced world, we often rush through conclusions without pausing to acknowledge their significance. But endings are not just transitions, they're opportunities to integrate, celebrate, and set intentions for what comes next. Today, as we conclude this session, let's do so with intentionality and gratitude for ourselves, for each other, and for the practice of mindfulness itself. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and exhale fully. Allow yourself to settle into this moment, feeling the weight of your body supported by the ground beneath you. Whether you're here alone or with a partner, let this closing chapter be a space where you can reflect, appreciate, and prepare for the road ahead. Reflecting on today's journey. Let's start by looking back at the path we've traveled together. From the warm-up exercises that awakened your body, to the partner yoga flows that deepened your connections, from the mindful strength training that challenged your muscles, to the meditations that soothed your mind, every step has contributed to your overall well-being. Each pose, each breath, and each word was designed to help you cultivate presence, resilience, and compassion. Think about how far you've come since the beginning of this session. Perhaps you arrived feeling stressed, tired, or disconnected, and now you may notice a shift toward calm, focus, and unity. Even if challenges arose along the way, even if certain poses felt difficult or moments of distraction crept in, trust that these experiences were part of the process. Growth doesn't happen in straight lines, it happens in spirals, cycles, and waves. Every effort you made today has planted seeds that will continue to blossom over time. If you're practicing with a partner, take a moment to thank them for their presence and support. Partnerships remind us that we don't have to navigate life's ups and downs alone. The laughter, encouragement, and shared energy you experience today are gifts that enrich both your relationship and your individual journeys. Even if you're flying solo, imagine the presence of someone who inspires you, a loved one, a mentor, or even your future self, and express gratitude for their influence in your life. The ripple effects of mindfulness. Now let's consider the ripple effects of mindfulness practices like the ones we've explored today. Mindfulness isn't confined to the hours spent meditating or exercising. It permeates every aspect of your life. When you move with awareness, breathe with intention, and act with kindness, you create ripples that extend far beyond yourself. These ripples touch those around you, influencing how they think, feel, and interact with the world. For example, when you approach a conversation mindfully, listening deeply, speaking thoughtfully, and responding empathetically, you foster understanding and trust. When you tackle challenges with patience and self-compassion, you inspire others to do the same. And when you pause to appreciate the beauty in everyday moments, a sunrise, a smile, a kind gesture, you remind others to slow down and savor life's gifts. This is the power of mindfulness. It transforms not only your inner world, but also the collective human experience. Setting intentions for the future. As we near the end of this chapter, let's turn our attention to the future. What would you like to carry forward from today's session? How might you continue nurturing mindfulness, fitness, and connection in your daily life? Setting intentions is a powerful way to ensure that the benefits of this practice stay alive within you long after the session ends. Here are a few ideas to consider. Daily mindfulness practice. Commit to spending 5 minutes each day in meditation, focusing on your breath of visualization or loving kindness phrases. Over time, these small moments of stillness will accumulate into profound shifts in your mindset and well-being. Aim movement with awareness. Incorporate mindful movement into your routine, whether it's yoga, stretching, or simply walking outside. Pay attention to how your body feels, how your feet connect with the ground, and how your breath supports your movements. Gratitude rituals. Start or end your day by writing down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple habit can rewire your brain to focus on positivity, helping you navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and joy. Acts of kindness. Extend the spirit of loving kindness beyond meditation by performing acts of kindness in your daily interactions. Smile at strangers, offer words of encouragement, or lend a helping hand whenever possible. These small gestures can brighten someone's day and yours in return. If you're practicing with a partner, discuss your intentions together. Sharing your goals creates accountability and strengthens your bond, ensuring that you both stay committed to your growth. You might even decide to revisit this session or explore new practices as a way to nurture your partnership and deepen your mindfulness journey. Embracing imperfection and progress. Before we conclude, let's address an important truth. Perfection isn't the goal. Mindfulness, fitness, and personal growth are lifelong practices, not destinations to be reached. There will be days when you feel strong, focused, and aligned, and there will be days when you struggle to show up. That's okay. What matters most is consistency. Not doing everything perfectly, but showing up imperfectly again and again. Remember, progress is rarely linear. Some days you'll soar, other days you'll stumble. Both are valuable parts of the journey. On tough days, remind yourself of your why, the reasons you started this practice in the first place. Whether it's to reduce stress, improve your health, strengthen relationships, or simply live more fully, let your purpose guide you back to center. A message of hope and encouragement. As we bring this session to a close, I want to leave you with a message of hope and encouragement. Life is unpredictable, messy, and beautiful, all at once. There will be challenges, losses, and moments of doubt, but there will also be triumphs, joys, and moments of awe. Through it all, mindfulness offers a lifeline, a way to stay grounded, compassionate, and present no matter what arises. You are stronger than you realize, wiser than you give yourself credit for, and infinitely capable of creating positive change in your own life and in the lives of others. Trust yourself, trust the process, and trust that every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the person you're meant to become. Closing thoughts. Finally, I'd like to thank you. Yes, you, for showing up today, for choosing to invest in your well-being, for embracing vulnerability, and for taking this step toward greater mindfulness and connection. Your presence matters, and your efforts make a difference, not just for yourself, but for everyone whose lives you touch. If you enjoyed this session, I encourage you to explore more resources on mindfulness, Buddhism, and partner workouts. Consider subscribing to the Mindful Zone for future content that nurtures both body and soul. Together, we can continue to build a community rooted in compassion, curiosity, and care. Until next time, take care and keep shining your light. Remember, mindfulness isn't something you do, it's something you are. Carry this awareness with you wherever you go, knowing that you always have the power to choose presence over distraction, kindness over judgment, and love over fear. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And thank you for trusting me to guide you on this journey. Now take a deep breath in and out. Let's end this session with a quiet moment of stillness, honoring the beauty of the present moment. And so we arrive at the end of our time together, a moment to pause, breathe, and carry forward everything we've shared today. This session was more than just a workout or a meditation. It was an invitation to reconnect with yourself, with others, and with the world around you. It was a reminder that mindfulness isn't something you achieve. It's something you practice, moment by moment, day by day. As the sun sets on this chapter, I want to leave you with one final thought. You are enough. Exactly as you are in this very moment, you are whole, worthy, and deeply loved, not because of what you do, but simply because you exist. Let that truth sink in. Feel it in your bones. Carry it with you as you step back into the rhythm of your life. If you're here with a partner, take a moment to look at them, or imagine their presence if they're not physically beside you. Thank them for joining you on this journey, whether through their physical support, their energy, or even just the memory of their companionship. Relationships thrive when we show up fully with openness and gratitude. By nurturing these connections, we create spaces of safety and trust and unconditional love. For those who practiced alone, know that solitude is its own form of partnership. In quiet moments, we meet ourselves, the parts of us that need care, acknowledgement, and compassion. That relationship with yourself is sacred. Nurture it, honor it, and remember that you're never truly alone. You're part of a vast, interconnected web of life that holds you, always. Before you go, I'd like to extend my deepest gratitude to you for choosing to spend this time with me, for embracing vulnerability, and for committing to your growth. Your presence matters. Every breath you took, every movement you made, and every reflection you shared contributed to the collective energy of mindfulness and connection. Together, we created something beautiful, and that beauty will ripple outward, touching lives far beyond this screen. If today's session resonated with you, I invite you to explore more content on the Mindful Zone. Here we believe that well-being is holistic. It encompasses body, mind, and soul. Whether it's guided meditations, mindful movement practices, or insights inspired by Buddhist teachings, our goal is to provide tools and resources that empower you to live fully, authentically, and joyfully. Consider subscribing to stay connected, and share this video with anyone who might benefit from a little more mindfulness in their life. As you move forward, remember that mindfulness isn't confined to structured sessions like this one. It's a way of being, a lens through which you view the world. It's in the way you savor your morning coffee, listen to a friend without judgment, or notice the colors of the sky during sunset. These small, intentional moments add up, creating a life rich with meaning and presence. Let today's practice be a foundation, a starting point for deeper exploration. Maybe tomorrow you'll try journaling, practicing yoga outdoors, or simply taking 5 minutes to sit quietly and breathe. Whatever you choose, approach it with curiosity and kindness. There's no right or wrong way to nurture your well-being. The only rule is to show up for yourself, for others, and for the miracle of being alive. One last thing before we say goodbye, don't forget to celebrate your progress. Growth often happens subtly, almost imperceptibly, until one day you realize how far you've come. Celebrate the effort, not just the outcome. Celebrate the courage it took to begin, the resilience it took to continue, and the wisdom it took to embrace imperfection along the way. You deserve recognition for all that you've done and all that you will continue to do. Now take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment and exhale fully. Let this breath symbolize release, releasing tension, releasing expectations, releasing anything that no longer serves you. With each exhale, feel lighter, freer, and more grounded. When you're ready, open your eyes or lift your gaze and step back into the world. But don't leave this space behind entirely. Carry it with you, tucked safely in your heart, ready to guide you whenever you need it. Thank you again for allowing me to be part of your journey. Until next time, may you walk gently, speak kindly, and love deeply. May you find peace in stillness and strength in movement. And may you always remember that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Namaste.